Hi, hello, welcome everyone to Empower Tutorials. So, this is Dr. Sonam Dhanwani, and I am your biology teacher. So, let's begin with our biology class today. So, just give me a minute, I'll share screen. Okay, so the topic for today is transpiration in plants. So, before we go ahead with our topic, so like we begin our lecture with a positive quote always. So, today's positive quote states that the starting point of achievement is desire. What does this quote mean? It means that whenever you really want something, you have the desire to achieve something in life, your desires will definitely get fulfilled and you will achieve that goal. So, the important point is you keep that strong willpower inside yourself that yes, I want to go for it. I want to have that. I want to reach that stage. So, when you have that strong desire within you, you are definitely going to achieve your goal. So, let's all keep up a strong desire. So, this is me wishing all of you all the best for everything that you desire so that you can achieve it all. Okay, kids. So let's begin with our class today. So our topic for today is transpiration in plants. Now we've all heard about transpiration, right, in our earlier classes. So what is transpiration? Can anyone tell me what is transpiration? Maybe just a brief idea. In short, you can just explain me what transpiration is. Yes, right. So transpiration is nothing but the loss of water, right, from the plants. Loss of water in the form of vapor from the plants. It is happening through the aerial parts of the plant. So that is what we call as transpiration. So let's see. Now what is transpiration? Transpiration is nothing but the loss of water from the aerial parts of the plant. As we have seen, it's a very simple definition. Okay. So what is transpiration? It is the loss of water from the aerial parts of the plant. Okay, are we done with this? Have we got it? It's a very simple definition that you need to keep in mind. Now, what are the different types of transpiration, right? So now we are going through the three types of transpiration, out of which the first one is the stomatal transpiration. Okay, stomatal transpiration. As the name suggests, stomatal. Okay, that means it takes place via the stoma. Now, what is a stoma in the first case? So, stoma are the small openings, as we can see. Stoma are the small openings on a plant leaf that allows oxygen and carbon dioxide in and out, right? So, what we need to remember is stoma are small openings which are present on the leaves, जिसके through gaseous exchange होता है, right? Now, carbon dioxide goes in, oxygen comes out. Okay, so this is the gaseous exchange that is taking place via the stoma. So stoma are these small openings which are present. So in openings ke through, the transpiration that takes place is termed as stomatal transpiration, right? So as you can see, the loss of water vapor through the stomata in a plant's leaves is known as stomatal transpiration. Okay, kids, are we clear? What is stomatal transpiration? Okay, so now we'll go ahead with the next topic. Yeah, okay. Okay, so the second type is lenticular transpiration. First one that we have seen is stomatal transpiration. Okay, are we clear? Okay, now the next one is lenticular transpiration. Now, what are these lenticels? Lenticels are small openings which are present on the woody stems of the plant, of the tree, right? So, जो dark woody stems होते हैं, उनके ऊपर these small openings, okay, like you can see here, these openings that are present that you can see on these stems are known as lenticels. Okay, mind you, it's not lenticles. Okay, it's not CLES, it is CEL, it is lenticel. Okay, not lenticle. Do not mistake while writing it in the spelling. It is not CLE, it is CEL, lenticel. Okay, now here that you see, this is a magnified image of a lenticel. This part is the opening, okay, that you can see, and this is the woody stem, like I said, of any plant or tree. So this is the opening which is known as a lenticel. So ये opening के through whatever transpiration takes place is known as lenticular transpiration. Okay, it is lenticel. Please keep in mind. Okay, now we go to the next one. So the next one is cuticular transpiration. Okay, we've seen three types now. First one is stomatal transpiration, which is taking place via the stoma. Second one is lenticular transpiration, which is taking place via the lenticels. Third type that we are seeing now is the cuticular transpiration. Now, what is cuticle? What is a cuticle? We've all seen leaves, right? When we touch those leaves, the upper shiny waxy coating which is there is known as a cuticle. Okay, so it's very waxy, you know, when you touch it, it's very smooth, soft. So that layer is known as a cuticle. Like you can see in this picture here, this upper layer that you can see is the cuticle of the leaf. Okay, this is a cuticle. This part that you can see here, the water droplets, whatever are visible, it's nothing but just to show that it is a waxy layer. Okay, it's a waxy coating on the leaf. So jo transpiration happens via this cuticle is known as cuticular transpiration. Okay, now what we need to keep in mind is stomatal transpiration जो होता है, that accounts for majority of the transpiration that is taking place. Okay, so now that accounts for say 92 to 93% of the total transpiration. So second wala type है, which is lenticular transpiration. Now lenticular transpiration accounts for about say 2 to 3%. 3% is going to be maximum. उससे ज़्यादा lenticular transpiration नहीं होता है. Maximum is going to be 3%. Okay. And the next one जो है cuticular transpiration, this goes out up to you can say 9 to 10% of the total transpiration which occurs. So now what are we more interested in? We are more interested in the stomatal transpiration, of course, because it is accounting 92 to 93%. Okay, so now let's see what is stomatal transpiration. Abhi, as we saw, stomatal transpiration is taking place via the stoma. अब stoma का structure देखते हैं. How is the stomatal structure? See, this space that you see right here, okay, give me a minute. This space, okay, the place where my cursor is, the red color cursor, this space is known as the stoma. Remember, singular is stoma, and when you say plural, it is stomata. Okay, singular is stoma, plural is stomata. This space is the stoma, and this stoma is always going to be surrounded by two kidney shaped or bean shaped cells. Okay, they are going to be like this in shape. They are going to be kidney shaped, or you can call them bean shaped. तो ये स्पेस को जो सराउंड करते हैं दो सेल विच आर किडनी शेप और बीन शेप, so these cells, these surrounding cells are known as guard cells. Okay, ये बीच का space is the stoma and surrounding it are the two guard cells which are kidney shaped or bean shaped. Okay, now coming to this picture, what is the difference that you can visualize in these two pictures? यहाँ पे you cannot see the space which is actually the stoma, which means that the space is closed. मतलब the stoma is closed, इसीलिए वो space visible नहीं है. And ये right and left में you see these two guard cells. Okay, so what are stomata? Stomata are tiny openings present on the plants through which the gaseous exchange takes place, like we saw earlier. Okay, now next, what does this say? This says transpiration, a price paid for photosynthesis. Now, how does photosynthesis come into picture? We are to studying about transpiration, which is nothing but loss of water. Now, what is photosynthesis? We've all studied about photosynthesis in our older classes. So this is the chemical equation which shows that carbon dioxide and water के intake से in the presence of sunlight, it gives us the glucose molecule, right? Glucose as in we receive it in terms of energy, in terms of ATP, and carbon and oxygen is given out, right? तो प्लांट जो है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड यूज करता है और हमको ऑक्सीजन देता है. दैट इज इन शॉर्ट जो हमने फोटोसिंथेसिस पढ़ा है, राइट? सो नाउ व्हाट डज दिस से? ट्रांसपिरेशन इज इंसिडेंटल टू फोटोसिंथेसिस. इंसिडेंटल मतलब क्या? इट इज ट्राइंग टू से दैट ट्रांसपिरेशन जो होता है वो फोटोसिंथेसिस के वजह से होता है, राइट? नाउ व्हाई डज दिस से दैट? नाउ वी विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड्स कि इसका प्रूफ क्या है. व्हाई डज इट से दैट transpiration is happening because of photosynthesis? Okay, first let's study about the structure of a leaf. Now we are going to study how the transpiration is going to take place via the stomata or via the other structures which are present in the plant. Okay, now this is the structure of a leaf. This upper layer that you can see, okay, this part which is labeled as a cuticle, this yellow layer that you can see is the uppermost layer waxy coating which is the cuticle. ठीक है, जैसे we saw the transpiration that takes place via this cuticle is known as the cuticular transpiration. Okay, उसके बाद we have the upper epidermis. Now what is epidermis? Epidermis is nothing but a layer of cells. ठीक है, we have a upper epidermis, यहाँ पे we have a lower epidermis. ठीक है, सबसे ऊपर आ गया waxy cuticle, उसके बाद आता है अपर एपिडर्मिस और सबसे नीचे आता है लोअर एपिडर्मिस. अब इसके बीच में क्या है? We have palisadic mesophyll cells and we have spongy cells. Okay, now we have, see, these kind of cells. Okay, these kind of cells are the palisadic mesophyll cells. These kind of long cylindrical cells are the palisadic mesophyll cells. Okay, and these kind of round cells, the layer of this round cells are spongy cells. As the name suggests, they are sponge like, means they are very soft. Okay, so now we have a layer of we have the cuticular layer firstly, right? Then we have the upper epidermis, like we saw. We have this upper epidermis, we have this lower epidermis. Now we have these palisadic mesophyll cells that you can see here in the picture, these spongy cells that you can see here in the picture, and we have vascular bundles. Okay, now what are vascular bundles? Vascular bundles are going to include veins. मतलब vascular bundles के ऊपर का structure is going to be the veins, firstly veins. और vascular bundle के अंदर क्या होता है? It consists of tubular structures, okay, which are the xylem and the phloem, right? We studied about xylem and phloem earlier. So they are the parts of the plant जिसके through there is exchange of water, organic solutes, nutrients, which takes place in the plant. So vascular bundles is meant for that. Vascular bundles means nothing but blood vessels of the plant. So it consists of the veins, the xylem and the phloem. Now what are veins? I hope we all have seen what veins are. Now if this is the structure of a leaf, okay, these markings that we see on the leaves, you know, ये जो हम draw भी करते हैं, these lines that we draw on the leaf, on the surface of the leaf, these are nothing but veins. Okay, so we need to keep these few things in mind while we need to draw these diagrams. Okay, so again let's revise. We have the cuticle. ठीक है, सबसे पहले we have the cuticle, फिर आता है upper epidermis, then you have the palisadic mesophyll cells का layer, you have the spongy cells का layer, उसके नीचे आता है round tubular structures which is the vascular bundles, and उसके नीचे सबसे नीचे आता है lower epidermis. Okay, this is the anatomy of the leaf. Now as you can see in this picture also, ये ऊपर का layer है which is a cuticle. ठीक है, ये vascular bundles है, इसके अंदर you have tubular structures of the xylem and the phloem. Okay, and ये बीच में the openings that you will see here are nothing but the stoma. We'll see one more better diagram, okay, which will show us the structure of a stoma. So I'll show you all that diagram. See, now this diagram is more easier to memorize and even to draw. Okay, when you have to draw this diagram, this is going to be easier for you all to draw. So keep this diagram in mind. ये बहुत easily diagrammatic representation ही दिया है. Waxy cuticle, ठीक है, upper epidermis, palisadic mesophyll cells, spongy cells, lower epidermis, ये vascular bundles, इसके अंदर xylem phloem है, और ये जो opening है, ठीक है, ये जो दो cells दिख रहे हैं, these are the guard cells, and इसके बीच में the space which is there, that is the stoma. Okay, are we clear? This diagram is important. Keep this diagram in mind while whenever you have to draw the section of the leaf. Okay, again this diagram, in this diagram, see, you can see the veins very clearly. ठीक है, तो ये upper layer cuticle है, waxy layer, उसके ऊपर we can see the veins. ये जो openings दिख रही है ना, these openings, okay, these openings are the stoma. ठीक है, यहाँ पे guard cell space होगा, उसके आसपास में guard cells होंगे through which the transpiration will take place. And these vascular bundles here, which are differentiated into red and purple, are nothing but the xylem and the phloem. Okay, so let's keep these diagrams in mind. Now moving to the next slide. Now during daytime, what is happening? Okay, now we are studying in detail about the stomatal transpiration, right? Because it accounts for 92 to 93%. So we are more interested in that. अब daytime में क्या होता है? This is the structure of the stoma. ठीक है, daytime में of course light is falling on the stoma. ठीक है, so there is sunlight which is falling on the plant. Now what is happening when the sunlight is falling on the plant? this plant is going to attract potassium ions. Okay, it is going to attract K plus ions that you can see here. These K plus ions are going to be attracted. जो sensitive receptors होते हैं plant के, because of light, which are light sensitive, so जब light पड़ती है plant पे, this plant will attract all the potassium ions from its adjacent cells. ठीक है, जो ये stoma के guard cells है, these stoma के guard cells are going to attract potassium ions towards themselves. Okay, so जब potassium ions ये लोग अपने आप को पास attract करते हैं, तो the cells become hypertonic. Okay, now hypertonic is something that we've studied. Hypertonic is the term used when there is a lot of potassium ion present in the cell. ठीक है, so potassium ions बहुत आ गए हैं cells के पास. Potassium ions आने की वजह से there is attraction of water also. Now water is also entering the cell by the process called osmosis. ठीक है, we've studied about osmosis also. So because of pressure, जब water attract होता है cell में, so it goes through the process of osmosis. ठीक है, now in a gist, during daytime क्या हो रहा है, light आ रही है plant पे, it is attracting potassium ions, and because of potassium ions it is also attracting water towards itself. ठीक है, अब आगे क्या हो रहा है, we'll see. Now what is happening during daytime is, okay, now see what is happening during daytime is light falls on the receptors. Okay, light falls on the receptors and it attracts the potassium ions. It attracts the potassium ions. Then water follows by osmosis. Okay, water follows by osmosis. Now what happens? What will happen if you have a balloon and you are going on filling water into that balloon? What will happen? That balloon will expand, right? Anything, when you pour a lot of thing into it, or when you pour a lot of water into it, क्या होगा? वो expand होगा, right? Swell होगा. तो सिमिलर चीज होती है यहाँ पे, ये जो गार्ड सेल्स है, when they attract lot of water inside themselves, they are going to swell up. ठीक है, now they are actually like this. Now you are putting water, मतलब the plant is attracting water. When it is full of water and it is fully swollen, they will open up like this. ठीक है, when they'll open up, बीच में space दिखेगा, that space is going to be the stoma, and we are going to call it that the stoma has opened. It is a open stoma. ठीक है, so light falls on the receptors, it attracts potassium ions, water follows by osmosis, the cells become turgid. Okay, turgid is a word that we are using for swollen cells. जब cells swell हो जाते हैं, so we call them that they have become turgid. And when the cells become turgid, the stoma opens. In this diagram that we can see, ये stoma side में it has these guard cells, and this is the inner lining of the wall, okay, of the guard cells. जब there is a lot of water inside it, even the inner wall, okay, inner wall of the guard cells will exert pressure on the guard cells, causing it to move further away from each other, because of which the stoma will open up. Okay, so now when we have understood what happens during daytime, let's go back to our slide that says transpiration is a price paid for photosynthesis. Now you will understand why photosynthesis is coming into picture. अब photosynthesis में क्या होता है, हमने जो अभी पढ़ा पूरा, डे टाइम में the stoma is opening up. ठीक है, so the stoma is ideally opening up for carbon dioxide to enter the plant. Okay, now when carbon dioxide is going to enter the plant is going to use up the carbon dioxide. Okay, and it is going to give us oxygen, the oxygen that we are going to inhale, right? So ये plant open होता है carbon dioxide अंदर जाने के लिए, but in the meanwhile what happens, the water of the plant will sneak out through that space in the form of water vapor, and that process is known as transpiration. Okay, so that is why they say transpiration is incidental to photosynthesis. मतलब actually it is a process of photosynthesis which is happening during daytime. जो हमने देखा that the stoma is opening up, so it is opening up and basically it is creating space for carbon dioxide to enter. Okay, but what happens, जब carbon dioxide enter हो रहा है, side by side the water of the plant is going out. Okay, it is sneaking out from that same space, so then the transpiration is taking place. So this is how the plant is losing its water and it is causing transpiration to take place. So that is why now are we understanding why transpiration is a price which is paid for photosynthesis. It's basically a challenge that the plant faces, that in photosynthesis का process plant का अपना पानी भी evaporate हो जाता है, which we are calling as transpiration. So let's come back to this. We have seen during daytime the stoma opens. Now the exact thing happens in the night time. Okay, now it has no light. Night time there is no light. As the day is passing, the sunlight is reducing. Now as the sunlight is reducing, what is happening? अंदर जो भी potassium ions थे, they are moving out because of no sunlight. The inside water is moving out. Okay, potassium ions are going out, water is going out, hypertonicity of the cell is reducing. So uski wajah se cells are shrinking. Okay, it was like this: water is going, potassium ions are going, water is going, potassium ions are going. So the cells are shrinking, the cells become flaccid. What does the word flaccid mean? Flaccid is nothing but shrunken cells. जब cells shrink हो जाते हैं, they are called flaccid. So turgid and flaccid are opposite terms. So when cells will shrink, the stoma will close. Okay, so this is the exact opposite phenomena that is happening in the night time. Okay, what happens in the daytime and what happens in the night time. So guys, are we clear? If anyone has any doubts, please post them in the comments. Okay, and I will read them out and we will discuss it, okay, in the next lecture. Or you can even stop me and we can go about the discussion. If anyone has any doubts, we'll talk about it. Okay, let me know. And let me know if anybody feels I'm going fast. So we'll adjust the timing there accordingly. Okay, now what is the potassium ion exchange theory? In short, what we have studied about what is happening in the stoma in the daytime and in the nighttime together is known as the potassium ion exchange theory. Okay, kids, don't confuse it with any other ion, sodium, calcium. When you study the entire portion, you are going to get confused. Okay, but always remember, as the name suggests, it is potassium ion exchange theory. Okay, so here we go. What does this say? Okay, so this is a diagram, very simple diagram that you can memorize and draw it wherever it's required when you have to put it in the form of an answer. Okay, so now what does this say? When green plants are exposed to light, the guard cells take up a large amount of potassium ions. They then become hypertonic and they attract water by osmosis. This makes the guard cells turgid. Okay, they swell and they open the stomata. This is one part that we studied that happens in the daytime. Now at night, what happens is the similar potassium ions and the water is moving out of the guard cells. Okay, this is the picture that is showing the closed stoma. When the potassium ions are moving out, the water is moving out, the cells are shrinking and the stoma closes. So you have to put it up like this in the form of an answer, and you have to draw these two diagrams when you are asked a 2-mark or a 3-mark question for what is potassium ion exchange theory. Okay, are we clear? Please give me a thumbs up in the comments so I know, or also put down your doubts if you have any doubts. Okay, so here we come down basically to the end of the first part of transpiration that we have studied today. So what all we have studied? What is transpiration? It is the basic loss of water from the aerial parts of the plant. Next is types of transpiration: stomatal, lenticular, cuticular. Okay, and then we have studied about the phenomena of opening and closing of the stoma. Now the transpiration is happening, right? But how do we know how much transpiration is happening? मतलब पानी कितना जा रहा है plant में से? Okay, how do we know that? How are the scientists measuring that amount of water exactly? So now that is what you are going to find out. What is the name of that instrument which is used to measure the rate of transpiration? Number one, you all will find out this name and give me the answers in the comments. I will be reading out your comments along with your name in our next lecture. Okay, so I hope all my regular students are going to give me answers to this. So सबसे पहला name of the instrument, and next thing, benefits of transpiration. अब transpiration हो तो रहा है, water, the plant is losing its water, but definitely it's going to have some benefits, right? So these are the two things. Nicely well put answers in the comment section. I will be reading them in our next class. Okay, so I want all of you to find out these answers and put down them in the comment section. Any questions you all have, any doubts you all have, please let me know. Put them down in the comment section. Also, if there is any specific topic that you want that we should deal with, any specific topic that you want Empower Tutorials to come up with a lecture, a presentation, any slide that you want to be explained again, any specific topic you want to be explained again, please put down your comments. Okay, and we will definitely and surely get back to you. So don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button on our channel. You are definitely going to come across nice videos, good videos, informative ones that are going to help you to clear all your basic biology doubts. So thank you everyone. Do subscribe to our channel and definitely put down your comments, your feedbacks, any topics that you want and any doubts that you have, put them down in the comment section and I will see you next class. Bye kids. I will see you all soon in the next class. So let's meet soon and we'll be covering about the next part of transpiration that we have. Very small part of the chapter is remaining. So we'll be completing it in the next class. So all of you go through this video, put down the activity answers that I asked you all to, and I'm going to definitely read out the good ones. Okay, I'll see you all. Bye.